To support the war effort, the United States embarked on a massive spending opportunity, spending billions to increase production so as to help the war effort. Uh, Various different factories, which may produce cars or otherwise, will now be retooled to produce all kinds of other different things: armament, tanks, rifles, ammunition, airplanes, ships, all kinds of different things are needed for the war effort. And it was all a large part of America's total effort, not just from our government and otherwise, but the American people back home. Oftentimes, if you have a lot next to you and you could grow some crops, instead of eating them on your own, maybe you donate them to um, various different troops serving overseas. Or maybe you recycled various different scrap metal that can be remanufactured into ammunition or anything else of the sort. Nothing was wasted in World War II, and that includes the civilian population back home. The American people were very largely all in the same boat, and we all largely intended to help the cause. So, American public very largely made a number of different sacrifices to add to the cause. And in the meantime, government spending to increase production helped people's incomes. And so the gross domestic product, the GDP significantly increased because of that spending. And because of it, it was that wartime economy and the overall wartime effort, along with the government spending to increase production to support that effort, that ended the Great Depression. It wasn't the New Deal. Although the New Deal helped in many different cases, it was not until the World War II wartime economy really got into a boom that our economy drove from out of the Depression. The West Coast became a natural designation for many staging points against the Japanese war effort. Many different factories emerged in San Francisco and Los Angeles and places in between so as to be immediately sent to the Pacific Theater to fight the Japanese. So you have a number of West Coast areas that really developed at about this time. Now, as you can imagine, with roughly 2 million men serving overseas, both the Pacific and the European theaters, there's a labor shortage. We need all kinds of goods and products. We need all kinds of different things to be manufactured. As I mentioned, the ships, the rifles, the tanks, the airplanes. Well, if there's a shortage of men out there doing it, hmm, that might create an opportunity that otherwise would not be available for women. Women, we're going to talk about here in a little bit, but largely women enter the productive workforce to help the cause. You have many unsung heroes. Otherwise, though, the American economy in our wartime boomed. People's incomes boomed based upon government spending. Our economy boomed. Our effort and ingenuity boomed. Women were a large driving force behind that process.